Krishnan, I think that what we saw today was, in Wilfred Owen's words, the pity of war, the pity war distills. More than 100 bodies of Russian soldiers that President Putin just doesn't want to exist, doesn't want to acknowledge. The Ukrainians have tried to say, look, we're collecting the DNA data, we are identifying them, and if you send us a DNA database, then we can match them up, we can send them back to their families. That's what the military are saying, but I have to say the ordinary Ukrainians we met today, well, they didn't look at it quite like that. They have very little sympathy for the Russian soldiers. Some of them died in battle here around Kyiv, some of them died in other ways we don't know. But this, of course, was the area where they committed appalling atrocities, rapes, killings, torture, and so on. No one here really cares about their bodies. But somewhere in Russia, there are families. There are people who do care about these men. I have to say that in my report, there are many pictures of bodies, which some viewers may find distressing. So much grief in Ukraine today. The family of Vasyl Radchenko have come to the funeral parlor in Bucha. He was killed on the first day of the war, but it's taken until now to identify his body. He was a driver at Hostomel Airport. A Russian rocket hit his car, and he was incinerated instantly.
Ну, кажуть, там тільки по браслету, по ремню і цепочка була. Була машина обстріляна, він приїхав туди, була машина обстріляна. Ми думали, що його там немає, що вони десь ховалися. Получається така от ситуація.
The body of every dead Ukrainian will be identified and given a dignified burial. But what about Russian soldiers who were killed while invading this country? In the nearby village of Vasiliivka, they're starting to patch up houses wrecked by Russian artillery. The trees are in blossom. It's possible, just possible, to think of life resuming. But a military forensic team has been called out to the woods to exhume a body. A strong smell of death has been pervading the area, and local dogs found the source. Carefully, they move the earth around the body. The grave is shallow. Soon it's clear that this is a Russian soldier in his uniform. The procedures for identification are followed. The Ukrainian military want to return the bodies to Russia, but they've also found stolen goods on Russian soldiers' bodies, including gold bracelets and money. An elderly couple who lived nearby knew more or less what happened, but had little sympathy.
Оцілів людей, його вбили коло магазина, навірно, свої ж. І там коло магазина його кинули, щось на його накинули, там плащ-палатку чи що, він лежав. А тоді наші хлопці переховали. Оце все. Це я чув таке. Хлопці мені розказували все.
Як ви туди його, каже, на точці. А я кажу, ну хай лежить. Прийшов на чужу землю, хай по собачому і здохне. Собака розумніше його. Знайшов його.
The body is taken to refrigerated railway carriages in Kyiv, where 130 other dead Russian soldiers are being stored. In his speech on Monday, President Putin said that the death of any Russian soldier or officer was painful and that his government would do everything they could for the families. But the Ukrainian authorities say that the Russians are refusing to accept back the bodies of soldiers in these carriages. Every one represents a bereaved Russian family, but maybe those families don't know that their son or brother or father is dead. It's a bleak sight. Russia only admits to 1,351 dead, while Ukraine claims that at least 25,000 Russian soldiers have been killed. In Russia, family members have appealed on social media for information, with no response from their government. The badges don't identify the soldier, but this one had credit cards with him. Others have nothing. The Ukrainians are collecting DNA samples.
Основні складнощі полягають в тому, що у більшості з них немає документів. Тому процес ідентифікації він повністю залежить від російської сторони. Якщо російська сторона буде зацікавлена, якщо вона нам передасть базу даних, наприклад, ДНК.
Back in the village, women tend the graves. The Russians committed so many atrocities, no one round here cares about their dead. But in Russia, one day, families will need to bury their relatives too.